The information and discussions shared on The Love Show are from personal accounts and experiences. Listener discretion is advised. This episode contains explicit language and frank discussions of adult themes or sexual content that may not be suitable for all audiences. Any communications, considerations, or recommendations are not a substitute for medical, psychological, or licensed professional help in wellness or recovery. Please seek a qualified practitioner regarding specific needs or concerns. We thank you and hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome to The Love Show, an exploration of love, romance, relationships, and sacred sexuality. This is your invitation to dive deeper into your innermost self and strengthen the bonds of love and intimacy. Jennifer Rose is an international psychic medium, transformational guide, channel, writer, and healer. With the help of fellow trailblazers, Jennifer's mission is to combine timeless wisdom and modern spiritual awareness to transform and evolve humanity, all while encompassing healthy transformative love, epic beauty, and divine connection. Now here is your host, Jennifer Rose.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to The Love Show. I'm Jennifer Rose, and we are on the Sacred Spiral Network. How is everybody tonight? And happy Monday, happy summer, and happy new week. I hope I'm finding all of you well and rested from the weekend, or maybe not so rested because you had a lot of fun. So we'll see. I hope you also had a wonderful Father's Day, and a happy belated Father's Day to anybody who I didn't get to wish for beforehand. Oh my gosh, and my wall just knocked. So Spirit's definitely giving some kudos to our wonderful dads out there as well too. So I am so excited to be welcoming in just a few minutes my special guests. We've got PJ and Steve Spur coming on. I know most of you know them very well, and they're very beloved in our community as well too. And for anybody who's just getting to know them for the first time, welcome to a wonderful show. They're just great people. We love them so much. And so we're so looking forward to having them on in just a few minutes as well. Coming up this Friday, after a whole week of wonderful Sacred Spiral shows, is my sister show, Embracing Infinity. And I will be speaking with a wonderful gentleman called Ryan DeJonge. And he has had a near-death experience. He experienced the nowhere and everywhere all at once in his experience. And so we will be having a wonderful discussion with him. So please do join me for that this coming Friday as well too. Also, my For the Love of Spirit Sunday spiritual service is coming up this Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific and 6 p.m. in the UK. And my guest medium is our beloved Nancy Muratalla as well. So we're looking forward to having her joining us, doing her mediumship and sharing inspired dress. We also have poetry, music, love, and healing. And also the lovely Kelly Brickle, Fran Pierce also joined me as well as part of our angelic team. So with that, I'm so excited again to be with all of you here today. We've had a wonderful group of shows with Karen Bonafilio, Inner Realms, Outer Journeys, and she interviewed Kelly Brickle, our producer of the Sacred Spiral Network, followed by Brian Lar with Beyond the Light, and he did all kinds of wonderful sound instruments. It was fabulous. And so we are capping it all off with a discussion about love here today. So very excited to have the Cowboy Psychic and his angel joining us here tonight as well. So let's just stop. I want to say hi to everybody who's joined us, and then we'll go ahead and get started, everybody. So let's see who's here. Hello, Jeffrey. Greetings to you too, my friend. I saw you got here early. Thank you so much for joining me, always supporting us. Love you dearly, my friend. Great to see you as well too. And Deborah, thank you for being here as well. Happy to see you. Thank you for joining us as well. If anybody wants to put where they're from too, that'd be kind of fun too. So let us know what country you're from, what state you're from as well. That would be great. Miss Lynn Juno, good to see you too, my beautiful friend. Fabulous as well too. Great to see you. And Lynn, I think you've got your show coming up this Friday too, prior to Embracing Infinity, Kaleidoscope of the Soul. at 10 a.m. Pacific and 6 p.m. in the UK. That is before Embracing Infinity. She does fabulous readings of all different kinds, so you definitely don't want to miss that as well. Jennifer McCormick, good to see you too, beautiful, over from the UK. Stayed up late with us till 2 a.m., so thank you, thank you, thank you. And I remember my guests last week were also from the UK as well too, so it was probably close to 4 in the morning by the time we signed off too. So God bless them for staying up late with us too, and thank you for the coffee and the tea that we have as well too. So hello, hello. I see our beautiful Ashley Page is also here as well. Good to see you, Ashley. You're very lovely. Great job you did with your reading show with Nancy and Jess last week. So wonderful, wonderful. I also see Brian Lara's in the house. Fabulous show right before the Love Show too. So good to see you, my friend. Thank you for always supporting, and you really do bring so much fabulous light. So great to see you. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. That's a nice compliment. I appreciate it. And Mr. Keith, hello, hello. Our healer friend, great to see you. Good evening to you as well. Peace and comfort to you too. What a lovely message. Thank you, Keith. Glad that you're here, and welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, I see our friend Kay Weezy is here as well too. Hey to you too. Welcome. We're interviewing Steve Spur and PJ Spur today, Kay Weezy. So you're going to have a lot of fun with us too. So all smiles as well. So great to see you. Okay. Am I all caught up with everybody who's actually commenting in as well? Have I missed anybody? Let's see. I think we're all caught up. All right. Let's do it, folks. Let us welcome the wonderful and fabulous Steve Spur and PJ Spur, beloved husband and wife, and members of our wonderful spiritual community. Hi, Richard. Hello, Steve. Hello,
Hi, Jennifer.
PJ.
Hi.
How you doing tonight?
Great.
Good
Thank
cop,
you for
bad
staying.
cop.
I'm sorry, hon.
Good cop, bad cop. She's the angelic one, and I'm kind of the devil on your shoulder. So,
That's what they call them, cowboys and angels, my friend.
there you go.
But you have so much fun. All right, Lynn just corrected me. Her show is next Friday as well. Okay, beautiful. All right. Well, thank you so much. I know it's a little later there over in Texas. We're a little past 8 o'clock over there. So thank you for staying up late. So do appreciate that too. It's probably close to bedtime for you. So we appreciate it.
Hey, we're in my office. Her office is really clean and really zen and everything, and mine's all cluttered. But that's where I get my energy from. Okay.
Well, there you go. And that's okay. We all understand. We all have a combination of some nice parts and some messy parts. It's okay. It's all right. Okay, my fabulous friends, I'm going to read your bio, and then we'll go ahead and get started. That
Right.
sound good? All right. Steve and PJ Spur are spiritual powerhouse couple celebrating 24 years of marriage after meeting online in 2000 and bonding over their West Texas roots. Their lives transformed in 2001 when Steve discovered his gift of seeing spirits. Together, they trained under world-renowned mediums to master their crafts. Steve Spur is an evidential psychic medium known as the Cowboy Psychic, with over 20 years of experience bringing specific proof, messages, and healing from loved ones on the other side. PJ Spur is an author, intuitive, astrologer, and past life regressionist dedicated to empowering women to live their best lives. She is the author of Navigating Grief with Grace. Both are Reiki masters who live in south of Dallas, where they love spending time with their daughters and granddaughters, exploring local eateries and traveling. You can reach Steve and PJ at cowboypsychic.com, dearpj.com, Steve Spur and PJ Spur over on Facebook and Instagram as well too. How'd I do?
Excellent.
Excellent. All right, good. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Labyrinth Criterion, and everybody who has joined us. And Richard, thank you all for being here. Okay, so you guys met in the year 2000, yes? Online.
Yes.
That
And it didn't take
was back when online wasn't as dicey as it is now. Okay? Like, I think over half the guys on dating sites now are probably married men cheating on their wives and stuff like that. Back then, it was just beginning, and I saw it on a news program. I'm going like, what the hell? Well, I just moved back down to Dallas from Oklahoma, and I go, what do I got to lose? You know? So I found PJ. and about 3 other women. So I was corresponding with him, and then went on some dates, and then went on a date with PJ, and said, "Ah, this is it." As soon as lunch was over, I called my sister up. I said, "I'm going to marry this woman." I said, "It's a done deal." She goes, "Oh no, but there's other people to date. You can see other people." And I said, "No, this is it. I know it. I know it. There's no doubt in my mind." So from there, we just went on. You know, we dated for 2 years. Friday's going to be our 25th anniversary. So
Happy
24th, right,
anniversary.
24th,
Oh my
right,
gosh, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
so it's been a fun ride. No regrets.
Oh my gosh, 25 years this Friday.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when we met, there were synchronicities that popped up, like we lived in the same city growing up.
On the same street.
On the same street. She worked at some stores that I had to have gone to, you know, and seen her. When I lived, that was in Lubbock, Texas. When I lived in California, she lived in California. When she lived in Dallas, I lived in Fort Worth. And we both love watching, like going to
Inwood, Angelica.
the kind of the New York type movies and stuff like that. So, and we saw the same movie. So there's no telling how many times our paths crossed like that. And it was just, to me, there was just no doubt. You know, I'm going like, oh wow, that's the way it's supposed to be. You know,
That's very serendipitous indeed, and very indicative of soulmate relationships. It was always meant to be. So you two have had many lifetimes together as well. It would have to be.
We
Yes.
have.
Yes.
I have, with my training and then other regressions that I've done or people have done for me, I've seen 17 of my lives, and he's been in 8.
Wow. Excellent.
she's killed me before.
Yeah, I did.
So say la vie.
Don't do that again.
Please skip this life.
But I want to share how I found out that he could see spirit.
Yes, please do.
Okay. We were dating. We'd been dating a year, and he came over for dinner. The girls were with their dad, so we were by ourselves because I had 2 teenage daughters at the time. And he said, after dinner, I want to show you this VHS tape. And so he put it in, and it was John Edward on Maury Povich. And so I watched this, and then I turned to him and I said, that's interesting. Why are you showing me this? And he said, because I think I can do that. And I was intrigued and curious. And the next thing he said was, do you think anybody in Dallas-Fort Worth does this? And I said, sure. And so our adventure began. We found a mentor within a few weeks and started going to circles. And that's how it all started.
So I figured I was just a functioning schizophrenic. Okay. So, because I was hearing voices and seeing spirit and everything. And I kept on showing her the videotape. It was the best of John Edward on Maury Povich. And I said, how do you think he's doing this? How's he cheating? Does he have microphones? Is he overhearing conversation? But how would he know this stuff? I don't understand, you know. And she says, no, I believe him. I believe he's the real deal. I think that's, you know, right. I'm still skeptic. Just because someone says they're a medium, show me what you got, you know? I mean, I think skepticism is really good to have, particularly in our field and stuff. But it was just really, 2 weeks later, she said, you want to go to a Dallas Psychic Fair? And I'm going like, I'm game, you know, and had some readings with some people that I didn't think should be there, you know. But a week later, I got my socks knocked off by a medium that brought through both my grandfathers by name, told me what jobs they had, told me what I was doing, which I was working at the airport at the time, running a business office. I mean, just detailed thing. He goes, oh, by the way, and you're going to be a psychic medium too, just like me. And I'm going like, the hell I am. You know? And then it just started. And the more you read about it and kind of got into it, just things start happening. You know, I mean, it was a roller coaster. I mean, stuff like we'd be sleeping in the bedroom and the John Edward book goes flying off the shelf because I asked for a sign. Okay. And I probably had a dozen different signs from Spirit when I was just beginning. And PJ just finally said, will you stop that? Will you still quit asking for signs? You should believe in this by now. Quit. Okay. And
Well, especially when the books are flying, as long as they don't hit you on the head when they fly off the shelf. I would like that. As long as they don't hit you on the head, you're good.
Yeah, that's the way I saw it too.
Oh my goodness. How exciting. How exciting.
She said, why'd you ask your spirit guides this time? Well, this is what I did. You know, I had in the bathroom, you know, we had the vanity lights up there and the lights were off, and like 2 o'clock in the morning, one of the bulbs popped. And every single shard of glass landed in the sink. So it was real easy to clean up. And that's when she started saying, quit asking for signs, okay? Or ask for something simple or whatever. But things would be moving and in the living room, things up on the hearth of the fireplace would be turning around and changing places. And I'm blaming it on the girls. And they go like, no, they're not doing any of this. So I needed proof. I was a skeptic. She's a believer, so she didn't have as many of those signs as I did. But I needed to kind of get kicked in the butt and go like, hey, this shit's real. Get on with your business. You know.
We also say you can't make this shit up too.
and I just wanted to learn how to turn it off because it was going nonstop. I was staying up till 3 or 4 in the morning every night, you know, and maybe get 6 hours of sleep. And then I just want to learn. So, you know, when they say you need to learn how to meditate and talk to your spirit guides, I'm going like, oh my God, what other hoops do I got to jump through? Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're just getting started, right?
Learn how to meditate. And I talked to my spirit guide and they said, this is your path. And I said, I don't want it to be my path. And he literally said, if you were driving down the highway and you saw a woman and her children stranded in the mud off the highway, they had gone off the highway, what would you do? What are you going to do? I'm going to pull over and either pull them out or give them a ride somewhere and help them on their way. He said, why would you do that? I said, number one, it's the right thing to do, but so they can get to wherever they need to go. They go, is the same exact thing being a psychic medium. You're helping people get out of the ditch to get back on the road, on with their lives. And that's when they got me. I'm going, oh, shit. And that's when we started studying going all over the country and studying under mediums and learning the craft. And she was picking up. And I used to say she was a better medium than I was, okay? She would pick up the delicate stuff and everything, and she started doing past life regressions. I did 2 of those. And on one, I was a 17-year-old cowboy that got shot in the back, fell into the river, body never to be found, family never knew. So the next meditation I had, I was going like, well, that was a wasted life, wasn't it? And he said, no, there are no wasted lives. Everything happened for a reason. That was a karmic life. You had to pay back karma for that. So, and she's we've got tarot. She's a tarot specialist. I mean, we've done it all.
And during COVID, I took advantage and learned astrology. I studied with 5 different people. I love astrology.
You go, girl.
But
another cowboy, huh, Steve? You could, one lifetime wasn't enough.
one enough. I like that you know, when I give readings, you know, I'll have people say, "Is he my soulmate? Am I supposed to marry him?" I said, "How many dates have you had with this guy?" You know, "Oh, we've been going out for 2 years." I said, "If you had made up your mind by the 3rd date, he's not the one. Okay, I can guarantee he's not the one. You'll be able to know instantly, and I believe probably a third of our life is predestined. Okay, our birth date, we decide, we pick our parents, we pick where we're going to be born, we pick the exact time and the exact time of our death, and we pick the soulmates that we're going to reincarnate with. You have more than just one soulmate. Okay. Yes. And not all soulmates are lovers. Most of them are teachers. So when someone breaks your heart, or you have hardships because of somebody or whatever, you're either balancing out your karma, or you were supposed to learn that kind of stuff. So, you know, I didn't get married till I was 40. So anyone that's still looking for a soulmate, I guarantee you're going to find it. There's just no way. You got spirit guides and angels on the other side, and they're working 24/7. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. And then, you know, you go on from there. In my next life, I hope to meet her like right out of high school. We go to college together and be, you know, college sweethearts and stuff like that. It's not always going to happen that way. You know, we may have been married and I died 2 or 3 years later, you know, and that was a life lesson.
Yeah. Oh, well, I love all this. This is fascinating too. And what I love is, like, you know, I know first you were the first one, Steve, to be like, I think I can do that. I think I'm a medium.
Yeah.
But PJ, you didn't just support him. You went on the ride with him and found all of your gifts as well, like,
Right.
and multiple ones, and authored a book on grief. I remember we've talked about that before in the past too, and you're doing all these other amazing things. And so you two really are a powerhouse couple. Like, this is it right here.
I really wanted to support him, because my ex-husband did not support me. I followed Wayne Dyer before he was spiritual, when he was just starting out. And I read every book in the self-help category, because I was looking for something. I was looking for something I was never going to find in the Baptist church. And yes. And so when he shared this with me, and we went to that very first circle, I was hooked. And I love it as much as he does. And I'm so grateful that, I mean, third time's the charm. He's my third husband.
Well, and he talks so highly about you all the time, PJ, and as well as your family, your daughters and granddaughters too. So it's wonderful to have such a loving and supportive husband.
People, I'm married so far above my head, I have a nosebleed every night. Okay, it's just, you know, and it's like, to get into heaven, I'm just gonna get behind her in her shadow, so I can just kind of sneak in, you know, without anybody noticing me. So she's my ticket.
Well, you know, sometimes it's good to you know, to work up, you know, whether it's a job or a relationship, you find someone above you, right? And that gives you room to growth and inspiration and motivation, right? And but I have a feeling you both have just taught each other a lot, like the two of you. It's been back and forth, right?
So much.
And when you want someone to be nice to you and put things in nice terms, you go to PJ. Okay. And you get a reading from PJ. You have a session with PJ and everything. Because I'm going to say, what the hell were you thinking? Are you an idiot? You know? And I just tell it like it is. And she's just going like, oh my God. You know, don't say that. I'm just saying, I'm just telling the truth, you know?
I think you're a little softer than that, Steve, but I get it. You're more matter of fact and direct. I'm like PJ. I'm much more softer and gentle in my approach.
and I like it. I like directness, because, you know, hey, you don't like me, it's okay. You know, that's just the way I am. Everyone's going to have different personalities that they're drawn to and everything. Yeah. And it's the same way when you're looking for your love, you know. For some reason, ever since I was a little kid, I was always drawn to blondes. And I knew I had like 3 girlfriends that were blind, that I was getting serious with. And it wasn't until PJ till it clicked, and then there was different aspects of her that I'm going like, oh my God, I've dreamed about this. This is, that she's fitting, clicking all these boxes off for me. About the 3rd week we were together, she used to, you remember the list that you gave me?
Oh, yeah.
She had a list of 34 things, 35 things that she wanted in a soulmate. Okay. And I checked off like 33 of those. So she wanted someone tall. She wanted someone that loved movies, that read books, that, so it's all these dot, 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 dot. And I'm going like, oh crap. And she's also a handwriting specialist. She learned from the guy that taught the FBI. She had me write my handwriting out in 2 or 3 sentences just to make sure I'm not a serial killer or a liar and stuff like that. And I passed the test, and I'm going, that was close,
Okay, wait a minute. Now, PJ, did you get his chart done as well? I know you weren't an astrologer yet, but did you have his chart done by another astrologer to see how compatible you were?
I didn't, because the handwriting is so accurate. And I did that on our 3rd date. We went out for lunch, we went out for dinner, and then I had a business trip. He picked me up on Sunday from the business trip. We went back to my house. We had dinner, and then I analyzed his handwriting.
Did you tell Steve you were going to do it? Did he know?
No, I just did it.
Said, would you mind copying these sentences in your handwriting? So my handwriting's not very good. It's okay. That's okay. And you find you really do. I mean, all kinds of whether you're doing a tarot reading for someone or a handwriting reading or a past life regression or whatever, you're going to find out something about yourself. And I think that's in this life, in this time period, that's important for all of us to know. Hey, what am I, it wasn't until I was a medium that I was going like, damn, I treated some people pretty badly. I mean, I didn't kill anybody or anything like that, but I wasn't nice to a lot of people. I said, that karma's going to come back and bite me in the ass. I know, but you got to forgive yourself for what you didn't know before you're at this level, and
Absolutely.
The idea is just to keep on growing, and learn as much as you can about people, about love, about, what I call all the Jesus and Buddha stuff, the unconditional love, forgiveness, things like that I'm going to need 3 or 4 more lives to even get there. You know what I mean? To be able to unconditionally forgive somebody. Oh my God. You hear these ladies on TV that their children were killed by someone and they forgive the person that did it. Not me, man. I'm going in the courthouse with a gun, So it just takes time for everybody.
Yeah. Some people are easier to unconditionally forgive than others.
She's a great role model for me.
Yeah. Oh, that's so wonderful. I'm going to break real quick. We got some more friends to say hello to. Miss Evelyn Chesum is here, and she just loves your mediumship as well. Steve, Vivian Ishimaro from Hawaii is also here as well. Our Michael Zinn, also from the Sacred Spiral Network, has joined us as well too. So welcome everybody. Rose Sullivan, also in the UK, where it's 2:30 in the morning. So you got some big fans. They stayed up late for you, Steve and PJ. Miss Heidi Gohl.
Gordon Smith was one of my favorite teachers that we saw a couple times. And
Jennifer.
Yep.
I saw you there. We were at the same workshop in Los Angeles. I remember.
Simon James.
And so there's a medium on every street corner in the UK,
That's true. It's very popular there as well too. And so hello everybody who's joined us. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Hello me and my shadow as well too, but just know I love all of you. I promise. Okay. I just want to make sure I acknowledge everybody. All right. So now let's talk everyday life. And I know the spiritual stuff is intertwined with your everyday life, but how do we like compromise? How do we get along? How do we move, through the changes as we mature and grow, and just little things like, how we put the dishes in the dishwasher and stuff like that. How have you guys figured all of that stuff out when we're almost at our 25-year anniversary?
Well, it's so interesting because I don't know about you, Jennifer, but we heard about so many separations and divorces after or during the pandemic. And the pandemic was a great way for us to learn how to navigate life together before we both retired from our corporate jobs. We just kind of fell into this natural rhythm. It was really funky. We started cooking together because before we ate out 4 or 5 times a week, the dinner meal. We started cooking together. We always enjoyed independent films, and so we shared those. We did a lot of reading. I started studying astrology, and Steve had some other things he was interested in doing. So we really worked out a lot of our relationship during that time. I went back to my corporate job for about 6 months. And then my company sold, and I was given a really nice severance so that I could retire full time from my corporate job. And now we joke and we say, "What day is it?" and stuff like that. But we enjoy spending time with our grandkids. We enjoy spending time with our grown daughters. And compromise is a great word.
She's
Okay.
open-minded, and I'm the closed-minded one. Okay, and I've got to compromise a lot, and she kind of overlooks my faults. Okay, and just hopes that I catch up with her, and I do eventually.
But all you have to do is see him with the granddaughters. The granddaughters absolutely worship him, both of them, for different reasons. One is 15 and one is almost 12, and they both just idolize him. And he's so tender with them and sweet, and yet if the daughters call and they need something, he's off running. Both of our daughters posted the most beautiful tribute to him yesterday. It was just so beautiful, because he's been their hero. When the older one, Megan, was 16, 17, she locked her keys in the car, and I was out of town on business, and I said, "Well, honey, all you have to do is call AAA." And she said, "Well, I can call them, Mom, but my card is locked in the car. And the guy is here, and he won't open it to get the card." It was kind of a catch-22. So I called Steve. Steve shows up. Guess what? The guy opened the damn car. So then Steve was Megan's hero from that point on. And there
got the
are
job done.
a million things like that
The younger daughter, when she was 13, I'm driving the car with 6 of her friends to go to the mall, to go to the movies. Some woman passes me, and I go back that thinks that we're all kids in the car. So, me being me, the cowboy, I just jump back in front of that lady and flip her off. And my daughter's friends said, "Your stepdad is so cool." Oh my God. And I know all the other parents found out about it, But they kept on. I was taking them to the skating rink, taking them to everywhere. Rod's their chauffeur, man.
They grew up with him, and now our grandkids don't know, he held each one of them the day they were born. So
That's so beautiful.
I
That's so beautiful.
Lucked out this life.
Yeah.
Well, in our spiritual community, we have all this talk about like divine feminine and divine masculine, and we kind of sort of romanticize this of what it looks like. And, hearing you talk together and what I already know about you, because you've always spoken so highly of women and your wife and your family too. It's like, this is what that looks like,
Women need
and
to, women need to run the world. Seriously. They're just so much more advanced, And when we reincarnate, I know we've been every race in the rainbow. We've been male and female
right.
and everything. Sometimes you just got to remember. And working with horses was what kind of got me back in touch with my feminine side, because you can't go in there and just manhandle some of those horses. You gotta let them do what they want to do and what makes them feel comfortable, and then you kind of transfer that to people.
Yeah, I love that so much. So it sounds like you either didn't buy into the programming or you found your way out of it quick enough.
Yes.
I had one of the Hall of Fame horse trainers that I worked for said, every horse has a key, and it's your job to find what that key is that makes them run the best. So I'm thinking about this. I'm going like, well, shit, people are the same way. If you find the key to every single person, you can open them up and be nice with them and have friendships and lifelong, friends and everything. So it's that simple. You got to do the work though. You can't just assume someone else is going to come up to you and say, hey, I want to be your friend or what. You got to fine tune yourself. And that's, working with feminine and masculine.
True. So do the work and be curious about other people and get to know how they work, but do your own work as well.
Yes.
That's a beautiful infinity.
Ted Lasso, be curious.
Great way to live your lives.
Yes.
I love this so much. This is what that looks like, that you two have embodied together. So I just want to thank you for being such good role models for all of us too. And you really do make it look that simple. Like we don't have to complicate it, but it's just the kindness and the open-mindedness.
And you're never going to stop learning. When I was picking up the grandkids from school, she was the oldest one was in second grade or whatever. They're all sitting on the porch waiting to get picked up and everything. I said, who's that black girl that was sitting right next to you? She said, you mean the girl with the purple backpack and the blue shirt? And I said, yeah, that girl. Okay, because she didn't see race. And I couldn't even imagine that young kids, they just love each other and they don't judge. And I'm learning this as a big cowboy. I'm going like, oh my God. And to overlook anything that most people would find prejudicial, I'm learning from little kids, how to love and how to be gracious and how to make friends from anywhere.
Oh, that is so beautiful too, and you're so right, because it's who we were before someone told us to do it differently, right? Who we were before someone had told us to do it. Absolutely. But for some reason, I'm hearing that song "Cherish the Love." It's an older one. Is that one of your songs, or is that just a spirit gift for you? Cherish the love, da da. That one.
I've heard it.
Yeah, for some reason that's in my mind right now too. So that might be a little gift of spirit.
My sign song is "Don't Stop Believing."
The Journey song.
I've heard it at rodeos for buck-out songs, at baseball games for walk-up songs. I've heard it in every type of movie you can imagine, on the radio, in commercials, and just like, what are the odds of me hearing this, 100 times a year, when I'm not listening to the same classic rock station, I'm listening to the country when the little girls are driving with me and stuff. And you just pick it up. It's noticing those things, those little road signs along the way. And they're showing us signs all the time.
All the time.
And it's just like, you do a double take and you're going like, oh shit, that's one of my signs, And I try to ask spirit whenever I'm doing a reading, hey, tell me what you're showing them. Tell me what they're missing. Okay. And whether it's birds or songs or music or different things, just the wildest things you can think of. Um, and they'll write me back, 2 3 weeks, a month later, and go like, oh my God, I've seen 3 signs since you told me that. I've been missing these all the time, and I know it's them. So there are going to be signs when you meet your soulmates too. I mean, you're going to know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. That's funny. The Journey song, that's one of mine too. I've, like hundreds and hundreds of times. And I've even talked about being interviewed in a couple of podcasts, how it shows up for me is just a small town girl living in a lonely world. That's who I thought I was. I'm like, why'd you pick me to do all this? Like, what? I'm just a small town girl from a lonely world.
And when you hear that, everything's going to be all right. When you see that red cardinal in the backyard, or the blue jay that I know my grandfather showed me blue jays, and I probably have 100 blue jay feathers that I found, in this journey and stuff. So I know he's always there, and it's like I lean on him. You got to ask for help. Okay,
Yeah.
I tell people
it does help if you ask.
Spirit guides, your angels, your guardian angel, your loved ones on the other side. Hey guys, I need a little help. And you don't have to know your spirit guides' names. John Edward just calls his the guides. Hey, his mom and grandmother are in that group. Hey guys, need a little help. Need a little help.
Yeah.
And let them come through for you. And they will.
I agree too. I agree. We think they should just know to do it, right? But for some reason, they like us to ask. Maybe there's a little, you give them a little bit more permission when you ask.
And when they throw you, a steak, you say thank you.
Exactly. Oh, I do. I do. Thank you. I do say thank you. I was at a concert yesterday, and we had problems with the tickets. And just as we were trying to figure out the tickets, and just as we were letting it go and accepting that there was a problem, we were starting to walk away, and the guy comes up and he goes, "Hey, don't ever buy third party again, but here's some free tickets."
Oh wow!
and I went, "Thank you."
Yep.
I know, right?
and I was the biggest skeptic in the world too.
Yeah.
I was skeptical about everything, and now it's like every day is an open door. Someone's opening another door, and you're going like, oh wow, this is interesting.
It's so great. Yeah, it's so great. And I can imagine how many signs the two of you had when you were first getting together too, that kept you together. So you would know. This is it. Don't go back. Don't hold back.
Yeah. And I was completely honest with her. I don't think I've ever been completely honest with anybody in my life, So I'm going like, here's the deal, And she's just very supportive and very loving,
Yeah. When you can be your true self and really share your deep intimacy, that's a beautiful gift to have in a relationship. A lot of people don't have that. They don't
ever felt safe. Ever.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so important. What a gift you've given to him, PJ. What a beautiful gift.
Well, I want to share.
Yeah.
Can I share?
Please share
about our early training.
Absolutely. Go for it.
We had trained with this one lady for a couple of years because the first lady we found, we had a bad email or a bad phone number, something. We couldn't connect with this one lady. 2 years later, we were able to connect with her, and she invited us to come to one of her circles. So we're driving, and it was quite a ways to get to the circle over by Northeast Mall, remember? And on the way, Steve says, now, how are we going to know she's the real deal? Because this was really important to us, that we trained with people who really knew what they were doing and people who were really psychic mediums. And I said, well, of course she'll bring through Elvis. We had another example at the Dallas Psychic Fair where the medium had brought through a reference of Elvis because of Steve's grandfather. So he goes, yeah, that's great. That's great. She'll have to bring 3 Elvis. So we go and we arrive, and it's a beauty shop. We go in this back room in this beauty shop, and she's got chairs set up in a circle. And then she turns the lights out. The lady we had trained with for 2 years did her circles totally in the light. This was new to us. And I grabbed Steve's hand and said, "What have you gotten me into?" She was the type of medium that went around the circle and read everybody one by one. And I was the last person she read. And then she said, "PJ, who is that sitting by you? I thought that chair was empty." I said, "Yes, ma'am, it is empty." And she goes, "Do you know Elvis?" And Steve and I started giggling, and we said, "No, ma'am, but Steve kind of has a connection to Elvis." And she goes, "Well, Elvis is in the room." And so, and then we studied with her for 3 years, and she's our Reiki master. So it just always amazes me when you ask. They are faithful, and they come through for you, and they connect you with the very best people, just like meeting you at that class, which was pre-pandemic. Remember?
It was.
Like a month before.
When we went into the airport to go home, people were wearing masks, and Steve said, "What the heck?
Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something we don't, because it was all the Far East Asian.
That was
country,
January,
and they were wearing masks.
That was January, end of January, when we went to LA for that class with you and Gordon Smith. And then March, of course, everything happened. But I don't know why I'm always amazed. Like you said, and Steve always says, you can't make this shit up. But some of the things that we've encountered it just blows your mind, because spirit is just so faithful and authentic and real. When you ask, the teachers show up.
Yeah. And I love blowing other people's minds. In a reading, they want to talk to their parents or whomever, and I'm going like, "Hey, Dad, Mom, prove it really is you. Prove it." And they're giving me stuff, and they're going like, so when they're leaving the reading, they're going like, there is no doubt in their mind that they weren't talking to their loved ones on the other side because of the stuff that they brought through. And I'm like Mike Wallace on 60 Minutes. I'm peppering them. I want names and dates and birthdays and favorite meals and desserts and what kind of car did you drive. And I'm just keep on pestering them. They go like, no. We've got an agenda here. I go like, screw your agenda. I want you to prove to them that you really are who you are. And then the last half of the reading, you say what the hell you want. And Spirit always does, so it's okay to be an asshole medium every once in a while, to get the message out, to prove to, because, I was a big time skeptic, so I don't mind reading for skeptics, I pray, to my spirit guides. I said, make this little son of a bitch cry like a little girl. Okay. and then I'm passing the tissues to him, and my spirit guide will say, okay, you can lay off the gas now. Okay. They're a believer. All right.
Yeah. I've had it take, in an hour reading, maybe, 40 minutes. And finally finally the guard drops, the eyes well up, and it's like, okay, we finally got there. Oh God, God help me. But we did it. We finally got there. I hear you. Oh my gosh. And but you guys have had a lot of physical phenomena too. And I can say that, the skepticism probably has enhanced the physical phenomena, like, the bangs on the wall, the light bulbs bursting, things like that too. But there must be something within your mediumship too that helps to kind of get some of that moving as well too. Yeah, exactly.
Last year, the granddaughters were spending the night with us, and it was Mother's Day the next day. And after 12 o'clock, I heard 3 knocks on our bedroom door. I'm going like, Jesus Christ, what in the world? And I get up and I open it up, and, nobody's there, of course. And then go back to sleep for another 20 minutes. and the TV comes on. I'm going like, oh my, it doesn't wake anyone else up. And I turn that off, and another 15 minutes later, it comes back on again automatically. The channel clicker's on the other side of the room and stuff. I'm going like, what in the hell could this be? And finally, it was my mom, my aunt, and my grandmother wishing us a happy Mother's Day. And that's when they came through. And I'm going like, couldn't you have done it another way? Okay. But stuff like that. And it starts to become commonplace. You start believing in miracles, basically. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And when stuff happens and things start happening for your family that you're going like, oh, I was praying for that, and it works. So working with your guides, working with your guardian angels and stuff like that,
Absolutely believe in miracles. They happen all the time.
all the time. And it's just to prove to you, hey, there's more to this life than what you can imagine.
Yes.
And it's okay. I'm not trying to make everybody a believer. You can believe what you want, but just know someday, when you really start studying, so is reincarnation real? And then have my granddaughter, when she's 4 years old, sitting on the couch, tell me that she used to play that soccer game when she was a big boy. I said, what did you say? Yeah, when I was a big boy, I was real good at that game. And we're watching, the women's soccer. The next day, I take over the swing in the swing set in the park, and I'm swinging her. She goes, gee, Paul, don't swing me too high because I don't want to break my arm again. I said, darling, did you hurt your arm? She goes, when I was a little boy, they swing me too high, and I jumped out, and I broke my arm. I'm going like, so stuff like that starts happening. And you're going like, oh my God, I gotta believe, and these little grandkids telling me stuff. The youngest one, after her grandmother died, I said, do you talk to her? She goes, no, but sometimes when I'm sad, I sit on my bed and she sits next to me and she pats me on the head like a puppy, and it makes me feel better. I'm going like,
isn't that sweet? Her great grandmother.
Great grandmother. Yeah. And I'm going like, Jesus Christ, so there's just more and more. It doesn't matter if you believe in mediumship. It doesn't matter if you believe in reincarnation. It doesn't matter, if you believe in aliens or God or whatever. Just live your life. Just live your life like you do. Do the best you can, and no one can fault you for that. Just keep on doing the best you can at anything.
Keep going. Just keep going. That's what I say. Just keep going.
That's right.
That's what you do.
And you don't got to prove anything. You just, you just be nice to people every once in a while. Let the guy merge in, without flipping him off like I do.
Oh my God, that's the best. Well, we're all loving you. Hi to Christy, who's doing this as well. We're just like loving this conversation.
One time I asked my guides about these assholes that are like cutting me off and stuff like that. And my spirit guide said, what if he is going to the hospital because his dad is dying of a heart attack? Are you going to forgive him? Oh, hell yeah. What if this is the third time they're going to be late at their job? And if they don't get there on time, they're going to lose their job. Are you going to forgive them? I'm a whole lot more forgiving person now that I've married PJ. She's always been the gold standard for, the Jesus and Buddha stuff. So she's the best teacher I've ever had.
Oh, you're sweet.
That's so beautiful. Aw. I love this thing. And you guys have your 25-year anniversary coming up, and I just feel like it's just gonna even get better and better and better for you. Like that's so exciting too. Heidi's saying, my granddaughter is an old soul. She amazes me daily. She has even spoken of the Anunnaki. I was blown away. Yeah. So we've got some.
You can't tell kids. Yeah. They're not going to make that up,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ian Stevenson and Carol Bowman that have written all the books, and the University of North Carolina or University of Virginia, you can study that and go interview these little kids all across the country, all across other countries and stuff like that. You know? So when that stuff kind of happens, every day's almost a miracle, you know?
Oh, it sure is. It sure is. Life is a miracle. Life is a gift.
Hmm.
I think we just got to remember life is a gift. Even if the world looks like a big shit show out there, it's like your life is a gift. Your life is
Exactly.
still a gift.
Yes.
Your life. Your,
And you want to stick around and see how it's all going to end up. It's like you're watching a movie
yeah.
on TV. Let's see how all this
Yeah.
ends up, you know?
Make some popcorn, kids. Let's
Yeah,
go.
really. Really. This is entertaining. Popcorn, you know,
Or put on your
what else
halo
could
or
happen?
put on your halo and go out in there into it and do your magic and light up the night. Even more fun with your little popcorn in your saddle there, right?
Exactly. I love my popcorn. PJ will tell you, give me a Coke or a Mountain Dew and popcorn, and I'm set.
Oh, oh, that's the best. That's the best. Okay, we're not done yet, everybody, but just a quick break and hello to everybody who's joined us. Hello, Karina. Good to see you. We have a whole nother week full of wonderful shows on the Sacred Spiral Network. I will be talking about remembering your past lives. I've got a gentleman who's talking about his near-death experience, Ryan DeJong, this coming Friday on Embracing Infinity at 12 Pacific. And the Love Show next week, I've got Shannon Torrance from Magic is Real podcast coming on we're talking about Love and Sex Edition. So it's going to be a little spicy one next week. So just give you a little heads up of what we got coming up. So I just want to get that out of the way and make sure I'm caught up. Everybody, hello for joining us and thank you for staying with us. This has been so incredibly wonderful. I want to ask the both of you, each of you, any advice that you can give to men and women who either want to get into a relationship or are in one and want to make it better. What would each of you like to offer for all of us?
Let me go first.
Who wants to go first?
I would say, and I was going to say this earlier, but it didn't seem to fit. You've got to have your alone time. I think there's a Kahlil Gibran quote about your separateness. You've got to have your alone time, whether you want to study, go to coffee and cards with friends, like I do every Friday, go to lunch with friends, study, watch some webinars. We each have our own offices. So he works with his clients in his office. I work with my clients in mine. Sometimes he just, and I can't remember if he did it today or yesterday, he just wants to go in the bedroom and chill and watch the World Cup or horse racing or football or, whatever. Or he wants to study or he wants to look into something. I really think that alone time is really, really important. I hear younger people talking about, well, we need to do everything together. No, you don't. You really need that time where you can study or do nothing, sit out on the patio with the dogs, but everybody needs alone time. That's
and both have interests and hobbies. Each of you have like interests and hobbies to keep.
Different hobbies.
Because if one person doesn't and one person does, then it's not quite as balanced. So find each of you find things that light you up and make you happy and do it.
And she goes do her things. I'm on the couch with the dogs watching horse racing, and from all over the country. I taught the oldest granddaughter to read a racing form better than I do now. So if you see her driving a new truck or something like that, you'll know where she got the money.
So
okay.
Give her your advice.
Mine is you can't, we talked about compromise, but you got to be genuinely interested in other people and other ways of life and other ways of thinking. And some of those you're going to go like, oh crap, I never saw it that way, and it kind of expands your awareness. And when people start doing that for you, particularly your soulmate, then you're going like, wow, she's really changing me, isn't she? Because I've never thought this way before. And it's just really opened me up for the better. But you got to have the interest in those person and find out. And, she'll tell me some stuff that she's interested in that I was never thought about or was interested in. And I'm going like, okay, I can see that. And it just kind of changes your whole viewpoint. and I think that's a good thing, that you're making an allowance. She makes allowances for me all the time.
And vice versa.
Yeah. Yeah. And then so everything's going to turn out, and I think you got to think that away too, that you're not the end all, of everything. Other people have opinions. Other people have, there's some of the shows that I couldn't stand that she would watch on TV, and now I'm sitting on the couch watching this thing. I'm going like, hell, I said this was a bullshit soap opera, but that's a pretty good show, and it's just, that's what happens, is that you start opening up and seeing and eating the foods that she eats, except for Brussels sprouts, and trying new stuff. I mean, that's what life's all about. Let's get on the merry-go-round and ride every single animal that's on there,
And ladies, he is an excellent chef. His latest thing, and he bakes them today, he bakes bread.
I'm the Buddha.
You're the Buddha of bread.
Yeah, just fun stuff. Just to explore the world. Go to different places. Every other Thanksgiving, we go to New Orleans and just expand and listen to some jazz and try all the new restaurants and promise each other we're not going to order the same thing, at each meal. Try something different, just to experiment. And once you start doing that, I think you get into life a whole lot more, and you start looking forward to it. What else you got to show me, God? Come on, bring it on. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's do it. And some of it, you're not going to like all of it, but until you're exposed to it, how do you know?
Exactly. That's quite important. And that's just not just love advice, but that's life advice too. Because I've said similar things, because the protective part of our mind wants to keep us safe and familiar, but then we're not living. And so we have to teach that part of our mind that it's okay to try new things. And then it adapts. And then it's okay. Then we know, oh, we're okay. Trying new things is good. This makes life more fun. This makes life more enjoyable. I love it. So be open, be curious, be open-minded, not so rigid, try new things, and live your life.
Compromise
Yeah.
too.
And
Compromise.
I've always
And
heard
cherish.
Michelle
They keep saying
Obama.
cherish.
Cherish.
I keep hearing cherish each other.
I've heard Michelle Obama say compromise. He's the president of the United States, and he has to compromise. So if he can do it, why not?
We all can learn to compromise. Absolutely.
And you can start, even if you're not compromising now, and you're in a relationship. Open it up a little bit. Start thinking of some new things and trying and seeing the other point of view.
Yeah, I love that. So it's not all just about you. It's like, well, let's try this. Let's see. Get to know the other person. Be curious. Yeah. And then you expand your horizon.
Same old thing, man. It gets boring.
Yeah.
And so we're always going. She's always looking in the paper, looking on the phone. Hey, let's go do this. There's a Greek festival. Let's go do that. Let's go. We went to the Thai festival and eating all the Thai food and everything, and seeing the prayer flags, and I mean, just fun stuff. And just try it. Until you try it, you're not going to know if you like it or not.
It's kind of like our mom with with our dinner every night. Just try it. You won't know if you like it. Just try those peas.
Yeah, but my mom couldn't cook. My grandmother could, but my mom, meatloaf, liver, I ain't doing it. Okay, so I went hungry that night.
Wait, and you've got bread down now. You've got Buddha bread down now.
Yeah, I live off that bread.
You're gonna have to call it Buddha bread now. It's gonna have to be your family thing. Like, I'm gonna make some Buddha bread.
and like I make it for PJ, and I'm going like, doesn't it taste like cake? She goes, oh my God, it does. So it's fun. It's just fun to do and try different things. Get on the Ferris wheel, get on the roller coaster, try some different stuff, and you won't be disappointed. And then you find out more about your partner. She hates roller coasters. She went to Disneyland with the grandkids. Disney World. Yeah. So,
You didn't like the roller coasters, PJ?
Oh, no, not at all. I would never make her cry something like that. but she did
Yeah.
for the sake of the grandkids.
You did
know?
it for them. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a daredevil. I've always loved roller coasters and the thrill of, the adrenaline rush of that too. But I don't know if my neck and back could handle them anymore. It's too much rattling around. I'm not sure about that.
And I think that
Oh
has
my
to
gosh.
do with our past lives too. What we
Yeah.
enjoy and what we're finding. Oh yeah, I remember. I like roller coasters or whatever. My little 15-year-old granddaughter, she loves being scared and watching the
Yes,
horror
she
movies
does.
and doing the big anything for the thrill, the
Yeah.
adrenaline rush. I'm going like, where did
Yeah.
this shit come from, man?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is past lives, and you're going like, oh, but what is that? If you ever get the opportunity to get a past life reading, first find out someone that's really good doing it, a past life regressionist, but get one, and it will kind of open up your world, going like, ooh, that's why I was married to that lady before, or I was, and that woman was my child, and you find out some different stuff that just really is mind blowing that I would have never believed before. This falling out of the attic and having the concussion that I did that gave me this gift.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think what you're speaking of too is if you look at life and the way that it's been created, there's many. It's like a big buffet of experiences and energies and frequencies, and so that's why sampling the roller coaster, sampling the scary movie. It's like you're giving your soul or your higher self like an experience of that frequency, which it wants. It wants the highs and the lows and the goods and the bads and the dark and the light and all of this kind of stuff. And that's how we expand and grow and come into awareness. Yeah.
And that's where you start picking up the other people's frequencies.
Yeah.
It is all
Very good.
Tesla. It's all frequencies, man.
Yeah.
It's always the little things we can't see and things like that. So you're right on.
Yeah, yeah. And otherwise, sometimes those things go into your shadow and they find a way out anyway. So it's like if you find a nice, healthy, safe way to explore those energies too, it makes your life much easier, I think.
Before I was a medium, I wanted, for my next life, I wanted to be the star quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys and win the Super Bowl on the long pass. And now that I'm a medium, I just want to be a humble Buddhist monk in a temple and just have a half bowl of rice every day and just count my blessings, So it's just night and day of kind of what you can fall into.
Yeah, very true, very true. And do you ever wake up sometimes and wish you could have more sleep and then started counting your blessings and then you could fall back asleep? It works. It works really well. If you wake up and you're like, oh no, it's too early, I need more, just start counting your blessings with everything you're grateful for. And you nod back off because your nervous system calms down instead of going into problems. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Just learn about your soulmate, learn about life, learn everything. We might be living 2 or 3 different lives right now at the same time,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes those dreams are really happening somewhere else,
Oh yeah.
where you're having an opportunity. So I don't discount anything now. Anything is possible.
Anything is definitely possible. Don't get me started on that. All right. I'm going to plant a seed if you guys haven't thought of this already. Writing a little book together about all of this.
You're
You
the
could
second
plug
or
the
third person to bring that up in the last month.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, because it's like, power couple wisdom on loving and living your best life.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Thank God she forgives me all the time.
Forgiveness is a beautiful thing.
Forgiveness.
It really. Unconditional love, the more you practice it, the better you get at it with unconditional love and forgiveness. And then when you hear the protective voices wanting to blame and things, they just don't get as loud anymore because they know that your adult self has it, knows what to do, and has this, is running the show. And then it is a beautiful gift. So it's worth practicing and striving for, even if it means life is going to throw you some hard lessons to help you get there. It'll give you people to forgive. It'll give you things to forgive. But the end result of coming into the space of unconditional love is so beautiful, because it's, who you are now.
And when bad things do happen, what's the life lesson? Didn't expect that, got hit with the right hook. Why did that happen? What could I learn from that lesson? Is there anything that I could learn that's going to help me be a better person in the future?
Yeah.
It's always something. It's always something. Why did you break up with that person? Why did you divorce that person? What was the life lesson? What did they teach you? May just be karmic. Maybe you killed him in the last life and now you're even because he broke up with you, So, but there's if you're just always thinking about that, how could that be better? How could I have done better? How could I have said that better? I do it 100 times with her, How could I have said that better to her that didn't piss her off? Okay. So, and then you learn, you live, you learn. And that's what this whole life is about. That's what all the lives are about.
Yeah. There's a great song by Alanis Morissette called "You Live, You Learn." It's a similar song like that too. Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. And boy, these days, like life is such a roller coaster. I'm just like, well, that was on the menu. Even if I don't like it, well, it was on the menu clearly. I'm like, of course that happened. It was on the menu.
And when I tell people, you helped design this life, and some of the things you wanted to be tested on, and that's the bad shit that happens to you, and then people say, I would have never done that. I would have never asked for this life to, the things that have happened to me. Said, no, they're all life lessons. And you want to experience every single thing in the world at some point. So, and that's the goal. I want to experience it all, to be one with God.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And I'm thinking of PJ and your work with grief counseling too. And it's like, it's okay to be sad when something challenging is happening. You can be sad and then also at the same time ask these questions like, okay, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? What is this helping me? And you can still hold on to your sadness. It's not like your sadness has to be pushed away so that you can, focus on the lessons you've learned. You can do both, right? You can hold both at the same time. Yeah.
And we have free will, but our ego screws us so much. Okay. But all of our faults and our problems, and it can be going back to your ego thinking that it's the boss. It's the best. And when you can kind of shelve your ego away, good things happen.
Yeah. Well, it tries so hard to protect us, and it's just not as mature sometimes. And so once we do the work, like you said, and get that part of us sort of online and we're all going in the same direction together. One's not going left and one's not going right. One's not going up. And then once we're all kind of like on the same boat in the same, life doesn't get a bit easier and more in the flow. And then when you're in the flow, more miracles happen, like big ones. Like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it, even though it's hard work, this thing called life. But if you're willing, like you said, expand, try new things, get out there, do it, be curious. I love that. Great lessons would be great in a book. Power couple wisdom. I love it. I love it so much.
It could happen to you.
Yeah.
Don't think it couldn't happen to you. Whenever you see someone else
very true.
fall down or whatever, it could happen to you.
It could happen to you. Keeps you humble, doesn't it?
Yes, very.
Yep. Yeah. And remembering that we're all human too. So it's like the opposite of that is thinking it can't happen to you. The opposite is putting someone on a pedestal and thinking they're better than you. And it's like, we do both. Neither of them are necessary. Yeah. Right. Neither. Because we're all human. We're all going to have hard things happen to us. And we can all have miracles as well. And you two coming together was a beautiful miracle. And you experienced miracle after miracle for the last 25 years.
And find someone to share that with, share your life with. It's boring doing all the stuff yourself. Find someone to share your love of other things and change their minds.
Yeah. You can do a lot of expansion alone, and you can do a lot of expansion together too. double.
Because you got two brains, you got two minds working, you've got two higher selves working together.
Yeah, working together, pouring love into each other, each becoming the best versions of yourself that you can be, being each other's cheerleader, focusing on the best of each other too, and both wanting each other to grow together. That's dynamic power.
And you
right
do
there,
that with
too.
your
I love
family, with the kids. If you
Yes.
don't have any kids, with your friends. Expand your friends' consciousness.
Yes, I love it. I love it. This has been so beautiful. And this is the Love Show, and we've talked about your fabulous marriage together, but love is also life itself. Like they really are the same. Love is life. Life is love. We're living. And I'm so grateful for what the two of you have shared, and I'm so grateful to Spirit for making sure you got together and nothing got in the way of that, and it all happened the way it was supposed to be. And I feel quite choked up. I'm so grateful for all of our friends who have been here watching and supporting and listening, and all of your beautiful comments. It's just been wonderful. What a beautiful high frequency, hour and 20 minutes we've gotten to spend together here today.
We've been blessed.
Yes, we have been so blessed. I'm so grateful. We can find you both at dearpj.com, right, PJ? That's your website.
Yes.
And Steve, yours is cowboypsychic.com. So if they want to book a session with you, they can go to your website and see the different things that you offer. And they're both
and what I've
and they're both on Facebook and Instagram as well. So you can find them on social as well too. So that's so wonderful too. Any last minute words you'd like to leave us with here tonight?
Just spread the word. Keep spreading the word. Once you know it, share it with other people.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
You're doing a great job. I love watching all your stuff. I love reading all your posts and stuff like that.
Yes.
So
you're always so nice, Steve. You're always liking everybody's posts. That's all.
I feel I need to, that these are good people, and the words that they're sharing, and the more you hit the like button, it goes out to more people that on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that.
And we love to support our friends.
Yeah.
And our friends support us, and it's just a spiral.
I'm that way too. I love to do that as much as I possibly can, because I know how much it helps. That little tap of a button helps.
I tell Kelly, ask for the likes, because it'll be shared with other people if they do that. The more the people,
Which does remind me, thank you for hearting our video on Facebook and thumbs upping over on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it. I usually say that early, so if you would do that. And please subscribe over on YouTube to Kelly Brickle, at the Sacred Spiral Network, and at Medium Jennifer Rose. We greatly appreciate it. Do you two have a YouTube channel?
I have some old recordings, but they're still relevant today.
Okay, what's your handle?
And do some work.
It's Steve Spur on YouTube.
Okay, and then subscribe to Steve at Steve Spur over on YouTube as well too. So we greatly appreciate it, and the follows on Facebook as well, and all the pages. We greatly appreciate it. Helps us grow. So, and it's just a nice way to give back a little bit of energy. So we greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Converting one person at a time.
One soul at a time. And thank you, Miss Kelly Brickle, our beautiful producer and owner and creator of the Sacred Spiral Network, making all of this possible. And she's also making this show run so beautifully and smoothly this whole time for us, as she does for each and every show. So we're greatly appreciative. So thank you both once again. I love you both so much. I'm so grateful. I've had such a wonderful time with you and all of our friends here today as well. So I'm just truly honored. So thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Kelly.
Yes, you're so welcome. So please, everybody, sleep with the angels. Have a beautiful night and a beautiful week ahead. Enjoy summer, because it's summertime now, and Miss Rose is really happy. Live well, love well, and love you well. And we'll see you next time on The Love Show. Bye, everybody. Take good care. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.